Now ending it off with the performance, this device has that Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chipset, an octa-core CPU, an Adreno 650 GPU, and 8 gigs of RAM on the base model and 12 gigs of RAM on the top tier model. Now with this phone in particular, I think it's still, as I mentioned all the time, it's a very fast phone. It had the best chipset of that time last year, pretty much except for the Plus version. And I don't even think the 8 gigs of RAM option is a bad option either. Like, I think with the almost stock Android version of phone like this, it's a solid phone for sure in terms of the performance standpoint. And with 12 gigs of RAM, you are future-proofing yourself like crazy. This type of device, in my opinion, is one of those phones that you could pick up now and still have, relevancy for so many years. I mean, I even look at phones like the OnePlus 6 that I just re-reviewed, and dude, that's still a super relevant phone that has so many features that, like, this day and age is still relevant. And with the OnePlus 8 Pro, this phone, if you even get it now, if you get it next year, it's still going to be holding you up for quite a bit of time in terms of performance standpoint. And I think, OnePlus animations are smooth. The 120Hz adds so much more smoothness to this phone too. And I think with the RAM inside of it, the performance inside of it, the chipsets, it's a solid performing phone. You know what I mean? I think, this year with the OnePlus 99 Pro, from what I've heard, the Snapdragon 888 is supposed to be bringing that up a notch, but that doesn't make the old phone slower. You know what I mean? This phone is still plenty of fast, and unless you're doing crazy large video editing or photo editing of some sorts that you're requiring a bunch of RAM to be stored up in the background, that's really the only problem that I would have in this phone. But even then, 12 gigs of RAM, I mean, dude, that's a ton of RAM to have on a phone. So this phone is still an extremely fast phone. Last year when I did a bunch of speed comparisons and stuff, I saw that this phone was faster than almost all other phones, and I still think nowadays it's still an extremely fast phone. So in terms of speed and performance, that pretty much covers it up. Now it's